Hello and welcome to another how-to video. My name is Ditech, CTO DVS, and thank you for everybody that likes, shares and subscribes to our content on YouTube and social media. If you haven't yet subscribed, head over to YouTube, type in DVS Limited and make sure you hit that subscribe and the little bell to be notified of new content. Talking of new content, today we're going to take a look at something very special. We've looked at something like this previously. Around 2 years ago we looked at the Hikvision Thermal Monocular. Now Hikvision I've got a robotics division called Hik-micro. You can see they're rebranded, and this comes from the Hik-micro side of the business. So very, very good. It's a thermal monocular, and there are different lens sizes and different models in the range. Today we're taking a look at the 10mm lynx, but then we can do this in other lens sizes like 15, 19s, 25s, 35s, that kind of thing. And there is a variation in the model names also, depending on the functions and features. Very, very cost-effective thermal monocular. So we're actually stocking these at DVS via one of our partners. So thank you, Elite Optical. But what we're able to do with this is offer this to our customer base, and it's very good for three things. The first thing, if you're a key holding service, you get called out, say 2 o'clock in the morning, you have to go to a site. Now it may be an isolated site where there's very low light or no light at all if it's a rural site. It enables you to pull up outside the site, and before you actually enter the site and commit to going in, you can use the thermal monocular, view the premises, view the outside and see if there's anybody waiting for your attendance, and therefore they may capitalize on you being there and take the keys and force you to open up the building. It's a thing. Second reason, if you're a security guard on a site and you have to do a patrol around the site, which a lot of the security guards on a site-based security guard would be expected to do, a thermal monocular allows you to go out and check every single nook and cranny of that site and enable to see if there is anybody hiding or any suspicious activity, because maybe there's no light in that area, especially a construction site. At night they don't have the light level that you need to see the full activity. This enables you to do that for you. Because it's thermal, it's really irrelevant of the light level in the area you're trying to look. Like I said, different lens sizes. They are fixed lens size, so they're not very focal, but the lens size would be applicable to your application. If you need more information, please do contact your helpful DVS sales staff. So in the links box itself, so very nice packaging, very cost-effective unit. I can't give you the price online here on the video, but if you get in contact with your sales rep, it's very, very cost-effective. So if I just bring this closer, hopefully you'll see the part number there in the video. If you want to go and Google it to get a little bit more information, but we get here that lovely Apple effect, sorry. Okay, in the box you get the full manual, so all of the gubbins in different languages are all in there. There is an app for this as well, so if you have an Android, iOS, well, you're going to have one of the two as a smartphone, scan the QR codes there depending on the application, and that downloads the Hikvision app, which allows you then to interact with the cameras via hotspot, creates a hotspot between the two and gives you the functionality, setup, etc. Allows you to take the pictures into the phone and then share them wherever needed. So app download via that, and then the full user instructions. In this little bag here you get a nice little cleaning cloth. Important to keep the product clean. Now, the unit itself, very small. So if I compare this to an iPhone 12 Pro, you can see as a size comparison, it's very, very small. Very light, not even around half a kilogram, it's that light. Nice carrying strap. It's got the rubber around the eyepiece, so when you're putting it against your eyepiece, it's comfortable to view through. So the idea is a thermal monocular, so you put it against your eye, close one eye, and you look through it as if it was a spotting scope effectively. But a nice rubber pad to that. You can see there's an adjustment there, so a focus adjustment. You've got a tripod stand, so if you wanted to use it on a tripod or a sort of camera bracket, you can. And then under the flap there is the USB charging lead. So built-in battery that's not replaceable by yourself, so it's all integral, nothing that you can replace or damage in that respect, so it's quite well thought out. And it has a protective cover over the thermal element. So when you're using it, you pop the thermal cover down and there's the thermal element there. And then when you're finished, you simply pop the cover back over to protect the thermal glass. Now that's quite important. You want to make sure it doesn't get scratch or dirt or water, etc. on there. So it's important that you do keep that covered. On the top, you've got some buttons. So you've got the power on button, snapshot, menu mode, and then the digital zoom in and out. Again, it has got digital zoom, but it is a fixed lens. So that's the Lynx Pro LE10. That's it really, effectively. So what else you get inside the box? Sorry, so nice little unit there inside the box. Then you get another package like this, a box, and inside that box you have a carrying bag, like a glove. So the idea is when you're not using it, you put it into that neoprene glove and then you tighten it up, so there's a nice little carry case there and it protects it, padded. And you get the USB charging lead, which allows you to connect that to a USB source to charge it, but also to pull pictures off, but we're going to do that via the app. So take this out and I'll put that away nicely. So to turn the unit on, remove the flap, all you need to do is hold that power button there. Let me just make sure that's going to come on. Yeah, so that's now started. We're just going to wait for the, so let me see it. I'm going to turn you around here and we're going to put the lens of this through here, through the camera, to hopefully show you what that looks like. So you get the very basic idea of it. As you can see, it is a thermal image. Yeah, it's very difficult for you to see on that camera. I understand that. We'll do it through the app. But as I look through it, I can see it's a 10mm lens, and as I walk around the room, I can see all of the thermal detail of all of the devices that we've got fitted in the demo room here. So we'll transfer you through to the app, and we'll show you what that looks like. So let me do the app side now. I'll transfer you to that, and we'll go from there. So stay tuned. Okay, so if you open up the Hikvision app there, you'll be presented with the search and login. So we're going to do search and login by clicking on the magnifying glass. Don't forget the camera is already on and enabled. What you'll see is it doesn't find the camera yet. So what you need to do is connect to the hotspot of the camera. So to do that, go into settings, Wi-Fi, choose the Wi-Fi, and it's this Hik IPTS with the serial number here. Now the password is the serial number, the 9 digits of the serial number. So in this is an F9351 4227 and click join. Right, that's now joined. So we can go back to the app. You can see that device inactivated. The device is activated. You should activate the device the first time you log in. So we'll click activate, choose a password. We'll just leave it as ABC1234 for the purpose of the demo. Click activate. And you can see now, this is linked to the camera. So wherever I point the camera, you can actually see the video, the image of that. So in the demo room now, so you can see that's a demo pod with all the electronic equipment, and there's a camera up there. So you can see anything that's giving out a heat source, you can see is now reporting as white. I can change the color palette. You can make it white hot, black hot, etc. But you can see, if I walk around, how effective this could be. So if I then choose the digital zoom button, like I said on the top before, it's up to 8 times, but you can see it goes very digital at that point. But it could still prove a benefit. Now, I can actually go outside. So if we just walk outside, you should see what it's like outside. Well, for instance, I'm now outside of the building, so like I could be a security guard doing a perimeter check, and you can see everything that reports in thermal, even the aircon units. You can see the heat source from the aircon and all the pipes. Quite scary actually. Now if I go down here, and again you can see down the side of the building, and you'd be able to see or identify anybody. So if this was pitch black at night, I could actually walk down here and make sure that nobody was hiding in those crevices. The one thing to mention is it's actually clearer. When you look through the monocular, it's slightly clearer in the monocular than it is via the app. But again, via the app control, I can adjust the brightnesses, etc., contrast. So you've got all of this. So you can see only the high temperature stuff reports when you put it into that kind of level of darkness. But you can see, adjust it as per necessary to help you with your application, all done via the app. And you can change it to different, like black hot, purple hot, red hot. So you can see the aircons are hottest. Really, whatever suits your application. Everyone looks at it different ways with the palette, and again I can calibrate that now. What you can also do from the app is I can actually take images, or I can start recording. So as I'm doing a site check, I may need to report this back to my the company I'm doing a key holder response for, so I can actually record this video as I'm walking. There is also, interestingly, a way to do measurement through the app. So through the actual thermal monocular itself, you can actually do measurement. I don't know how beneficial that'll be for a lot of people, but you can do that. So you may need to do a perimeter check like this. And again, it's getting too bright now probably, so I'd have to turn the brightness down to make it effective. It's all good stuff. And again, there's naughty people smoking up there. But again, like say now, for instance, that's too bright for me. I can just simply turn it down a bit and do another perimeter check. And again, I can take images, photos, etc. And don't forget, this is also a great tool if you're into hunting. So I can stop that recording now. If you're into hunting, like I am, these are great for field craft, field sport, to allow you to see any potential quarry that you may be looking for. And again, look up there. So they're two Hikvision cameras, and you can see they're giving off that, radiating that heat from the electronics inside. So it's very, very good. And they're, you know, sort of 20 meters distance from this lens. And again, back, and you can even see there's an Optex beam set there. What a great device. And obviously a door over there that's probably quite warm from the sun by now. But yeah, that's the device. And again, I can simply now, because of the contrast, you can adjust it to fit in with your application. Look. Okay, so that's the Hik-micro, so no longer Hikvision, so now separate division, now Hik-micro. So go and check them out, some brilliant stuff that they make, and that's just one of the range that we can actually get hold of and supply to you, along with many other things from the great guys over at Hik-micro, which is no longer Hikvision. Okay, so on the app, that T-Vision app, you saw me walking around with it. So again, if I go to the app and I go to the pictures and videos, you can see all of the pictures and videos that we took via the app, and you can also import them, you know, using your PC and a USB cable also. It's, when you open it, get it, and you can send that on, you know, using the email, text, WhatsApp, those kind of things. And again, with the video, so again, that full traceability where you need it. So hopefully you'll see the massive benefit of this. If you want any more information, please do get in contact with your friendly DVS sales rep. Other than that, hope you enjoyed the video. Please stay tuned for more content week on week. Stay safe wherever you are. Enjoy the lovely weather that we're having now in the UK or wherever you are in the world. See you next week for another how-to video. Thanks guys.